Ryan, you're on Heart of the Matter.
Hey, Shawn, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
I am doing great. You remember me that I called your show one time, like a couple of weeks back?
Yes.
Hello?
I do.
Okay, hey. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Thank you. Hey, I've started looking at your book and everything. I have just like a couple of small questions.
Yeah.
I would not take much time. I'll just take a little bit time. Things like, Shawn, I mean, you were grown into the church. What is actually the anti-Mormon? Because if anything you ask to themselves, and if everything, like if it doesn't sound good to them, they just say it is anti-Mormon. What is anti-Mormon actually? Even Bible is anti-Mormon or no?
Yeah, no, it's not defined, and you make a great point. It's a thought-killing cliche. That's what it is. If you're talking to LDS people and immediately they can say that's anti-Mormon, it shuts down the ears and eyes of the LDS, and they automatically have a thought-killing cliche that once they hear anti-Mormon, they just don't even give it, most of them don't give it any attention. So they use that term really well to control what people read and see and think about. Just call someone or something anti-Mormon, and they've won half the battle.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And do you know, one of my friends in the LDS church, we had some discussion, and she was telling me, like, if you die, and if you go to the celestial kingdom, and it was so funny. She said to me that you will find that Jesus Christ is a Mormon. I said, how come Jesus Christ can be a Mormon?
Yeah, we had a caller one time call and say that Jesus is a Mormon. I thought that was funny too.
How come that's possible? I said, Jesus wearing temple garments. Does he have the ability to, like us, to populate the world or what? He said, no. Jesus says that Jesus is a Mormon.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a nickname. How come that's possible? Jesus, who came into the earth, took our sins, and how come that's possible?
Well, you know, Ryan, the thing is, when you talk to LDS people, you have different levels of understanding, and many don't understand, similar to Christians talking to them about the animals on the ark, and a Christian pastor saying that God shrunk the dinosaurs down this big so that they can fit. I mean, religion in and of itself breeds a desire to kind of keep the blinders on, not think, and provide answers that seem ludicrous to the outside world. So you're experiencing that with the LDS. I think in the world of religion, the Mormons are like the koala bears. That's how I see them. I really do. They're sweet and they're cuddly, and they pretty much just want to get along and eat the opiate leaves, you know? And I prefer that to the grizzly bears out there. So I don't know.
Okay. And one other thing, the thing is like in the LDS church or in the Mormon church, like why they always keep their finances secret? Like I know some of the churches, they do also tithing, but at the end of the year, they publish the accounting, like, hey, how much money was spent for the church, how much money was spent for the maintaining of the building or whatever. But the LDS church, they never publishes the finances. What's the reason behind it? Is it also a secret like the temple garments or what?
You know, I don't know. I'm sure it's just they don't want to be held up to scrutiny. I asked our CPA, who's a Christian, I asked him, he's here in the state, why can the LDS church get away with not revealing their finances? And he says they can. That was his flat, straight up answer. He knows the tax law. He says they can. Obviously they can. So they don't want to be transparent on that. And maybe they feel like, you know, they're going to be criticized one way or another, so let's just keep people not knowing where everything's going. I don't know, but they aren't transparent with it. What, Derek? All churches.
Yes, they're not. Yeah, they're not. At least they should let it go to the members of the church. Like,
well, the members trust their leaders, so the members in the LDS church really don't press for where the money's spent. And by the way, you know, when you think about it, they at least are showing that they are using some fiduciary responsibility with the money they take in. They own all the property they've ever bought. They've built beautiful buildings. So at least, you know, we don't see the LDS church. There could be some of these guys, but doing what Benny Hinn does, we don't see them, you know, or we don't see even a local bishop living high on the hog from the coffers of the church. So we have to be fair. That's what we've kind of turned to in our show, Ryan, is to try to say, look,
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing tithing. That's fine. I can donate some money. That's fine. But at the end of the year, if they say, okay, this amount of money was spent for the church, building maintenance and all those things, even if they say, okay, even if the bishop gets paid this amount of money, that's fine. That's not a problem. But
Yeah.
why so much secrets? That's
Yeah,
the
I don't
thing.
know. They just don't want to be transparent on their finances. All right, did we send you A to Z? Oh, okay.
Yes, I got it. I was out
Derek
of the town,
Scissors.
like, I went to New York for a while, but I got it like yesterday. It was in my address, mailing address. So I picked it up from my next door neighbor. So
Awesome.
thank you, bro.
Let us know what you think, Ryan. Thanks for watching.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.